Last one, what's it called?
What's it called?
What's it called?
This is the SpeedSuit RS.
RS.
Race spec.
So the idea of the SpeedSuit came from like a round table. What were we gonna do with the 50-year anniversary? And what we do as a brand is always constantly evolving and innovating what we do with graphics and actual cut lines. And that's been the history of the brand. So one of the ideas was, how are we gonna celebrate and how are we gonna give back to the sport? And the idea was born out of a round table of how can we progress the sport and make more comfortable, more meaningful product. And that's what we came up with the SpeedSuit RS.
Yes, the SpeedSuit does fit within the UCI rules. When we created the Moto one, we loved it and we're like, this is super innovative. This is pushing racewear, pushing our riders forward. So we were trying to really see, like, how can we bring this into mountain bike? What does it need to do? How do we need to change it to get it to fit within the UCI rules? So we did take it from the Moto, which originally started as a one-piece, and then we adopted it into a version of a two-piece riding kit. That is what we kind of ended on. So yeah, so we took the Moto one and we essentially made a jersey for it, and then a pair of pants with like a bib or overall kind of to like separate the two. So you have the jersey as a sleeve with a base essentially, and then you have the bib or more like overall style pant that goes with it. So it was born from the Moto one piece, but then split apart to fit within the UCI rules. So the SpeedSuit's not a skin suit. It literally follows the same fabrics and materials that our athletes are already riding and have been riding for the past couple seasons. So it's using all our flex air materials that we have both for athletes and available in mainline. The only addition really is a little bit of aerodynamic fabric that is then adopted for the SpeedSuit. So for the mountain bike rider, we have essentially a jersey that has all of the guards integrated into it, so you don't have to have the layers of guards with base layers on top of it. So the jersey has the guards integrated. It's our flex air material. So you put the jersey on, and then you pull the pant up, and then you pull the bib over your head, and essentially it just kind of goes over the jersey that gets tucked in. So you have a jersey that carries the guards, and then you have a pair of pants kind of with an overall, with a kind of like top entry into it that goes over the head, and essentially forms like I said, like an overall or bib type of thing for the pants. The biggest advantage that we've heard from the athletes is how much it simplifies and makes them feel comfortable and like increases their mobility. Without having that waistline and using kind of like the bib or overall like design, it really opens up the waist to not have any restrictions, any tight spots. It's been received super well. Everyone thinks it's crazy comfortable, which is not like the initial thing. We thought it also is big advantage is aero. We wanted to make sure we had something where the jersey can't come untucked. Everything is really held nice and tight and compressed together. So by tucking the jersey into the whole upper of the pant, it all gets held really nice and tightly together. Your guards are all integrated. So again, you're eliminating layers of having guards on top of a base layer under a jersey. So you're really simplifying your entire kit and increasing breathability, your mobility, and how comfortable you are riding. As soon as they tried it on, again, their first reaction was like, wow, this is so comfortable. Like, they couldn't believe how comfortable it was. And then the next one was like, wow, I feel fast. Like, this feels super sleek, super fast. And like, this is just, like, this is great. So like, right away, the adoption was pretty easy. Like, they were all into it. And then we got out on the trail and did like a couple test laps. And then it was even more, like, kind of sealed the deal. They're like, yep, this is what I want to wear. So everyone was pretty into it right away off the bat. So that was a fun one. We had to figure out, so, you know, we were looking at it for both, of course, our female and male athletes. Female athletes will have to kind of like a wetsuit, take the top off and then kind of pull it down from the top. But then for the male athletes, we did create like a really clever, hidden, invisible zip fly. So it's super easy. It's super kind of convenient there. But yeah, so it's because it is 2 pieces, it is pretty easy to get off. You just kind of pull it off like a wetsuit and pull it down. And then you have a jersey on top, so you're still totally fine. So it's pretty simple. Just added a fly for the men's, and then women's easy kind of taking the top and pulling it down. As of now, it's race-only development. There's been a lot of really interesting key takeaways we've had having athletes ride this for the last couple months. There's been some products that I think we could see coming out of it and kind of trickling down from this. But yeah, as of right now, athlete only, with the potential to kind of use some of the learnings into something that could hit mainline pretty soon.